7, 8, 9, and 10. And we are live, allegedly, with, that's right, Alpern from the south. Orange Pest, talk about the players, talk about the game. What are we going to be seeing here?
Well, in the south, we got Alpern. Let me just look through the vetoes real quick. Let's see. Guard Motor Jaeger M has been vetoed. Airborne and Elite Armored. OKW's Elite Armored at that. And Alpern is going for a standard double engineer opening. Gia, also known as Nicholas in this game.
I know,
The
what's going on
north
with
side, going standard Wehrmacht opening. Although interesting Pio movement right out the gate. Prioritizing the Muni over his natural resources at standard territory points.
I think that's optimal, to be honest. If you look at the high munitions and the cutoff and where they're located, the only reason being is Wehrmacht, basically early to mid. They kind of live or die by when their LMGs pop and that kind of stuff, don't they? So,
well, for me, optimal is more hitting the fuel immediately and getting a sandbag up on that point.
Oh yeah,
you
for you it is. Also the 222 timings and stuff. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Well, then after that, you just leap towards that those trucks on the fuel point, wire that off immediately, and then now you have a very defensible position that can be annoying to breach. And otherwise, this is if Alpern had say sent his first conscript to that truck right there, I think Niklas or Gia, I guess I'll call him Gia, would have been in a really bad position because his Pio wouldn't been able to cope with it. MG would have to overextend to push it.
Yeah. I just sent a message to them. They are playing as we speak, actually. Well, they obviously are, but they're actually playing Game 2. We're watching Game 1. It's just a bit of a scheduling conflict. But it does mean you get to see every game of each best of 5 on this very busy Sunday. Goddess National, just let him know to change his name to GIAA, because that is his name. Pioneers versus Conscripts, they're going to back away for now. I'm sure he's wondering about the arrival of the MG there, but it's actually in the centre. Grenz versus this combat engineer. It looks like the Conscripts have been doing the majority of the capping work so far.
Yeah, it's early move.
Let's go on board with GIAA, and I just want to feel for how he plays the game. Get an idea for his twitchy camera movements and how he focuses. This is follow camera mode and fog of war now from his perspective. So we get on board with him. Because he's not a streamer, and we're not overly familiar with him.
Right now, I would say I prefer Alpern's position. Pio and the DMG on the left side are going to obviously be able to hold it. But the Conscripts versus the Grenz, this engagement is not great. Conscripts have taken basically 0 damage at this point, and the center cover is being wired up, and a sandbag on the right side.
Yeah,
this is
that's really strong from Alpern. He's wired it off, as Orange Pest mentioned. He's got sandbag and really prioritizing position. The Grenz do have some heavy cover, but the flamethrower eats that for breakfast, and the Grendies have to shy away from the heavy cover situation. We've got merging conscripts coming in. The flamethrower Rock 9 variety. They have to now back away from the MG. They've seen it. There is this new hedgerow on Crossroads ML version, and they take advantage of it. Staying active, keeping up the pressure. This is a really strong start from the Swedish warrior.
Well, I am definitely rooting for him. The only thing I could really say that was a minor misplay there is maybe one conscript should have been going for the fuel right now. Gia has been forced to put everything to contend with a much small. Now it was initially a much smaller force, but it's now obviously larger. Had he had a conscript on the left side there just capping away, or even an engineer, it would have made it 3 times as annoying for Gia, because he would have been forced to overextend and choose his battles. Would have guaranteed lost 1.
Light mechanized coming up, and no room to get a healing bunker in base for GIAA.
It's going for a standard recon opening, preferred builder of choice. I think this mine has been spotted in the fog of war. Definitely spotted now, but GM might have not been paying attention. No, he did. Avoids that mine cleanly. So defending his fuel. Overall, not too bad. Bit unstable, but he's not collapsing just yet.
We've got a demo charge coming down here. Will the Grens see it? It's likely at this point. They know something's been happening down there, but they might not know what it is.
Checking his fog of war. Yeah, he sees it. Sure.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he saw the progress, but I'm not too sure.
He would have had to be looking at it at that moment, I believe.
The good thing for Alpha here is that the demos do get camoed at further away, so he can't target it just yet. But if he pushes in and sees it, then he could maybe kill those combat engineers. Okay, 2-2 actually comes out at semi-optimal timing. The best in the world, but good enough.
Yeah, 15 seconds late. It's better late than never.
More
minds coming down from Alpern. I have to say, Alpern's tactical play has improved so much over the last year or so, Orange Best. He's so much more precise and logical with all the little movements of his units.
Just gotta hope he doesn't tell. He's been doing that a lot recently on Steam, just getting annoyed. But GCS3's perfectly on time, I would say. Not perfect, but good enough. Half-Track's gonna be coming out eventually after that. Gonna fake the 18 nades and mistakenly reveals that he doesn't have it. And we'll see if Gia will pick up on it. He was in range for that snare. He does pick up on it.
For those that don't know, by the way, the voice you're hearing is Orange Pest. He will meet the winner of this series next Saturday in the GCS3 semi-final. So not only is he a high-level player of great repute, he's also very relevant to this series. Nicholas, or Goddess and Astronaut, which is his real name, has pushed in a big way. The arrival of the 222 has ferried his units to more higher levels of valor. The MG's getting very close to the garrison, and the conscripts are watching on. I was so worried he'd get inside then.
Close to a T70. Alright, not the two that of a choice either. Bit safer, with his fuel count being kind of terrible right now. I mean, it's not gonna end the game or anything, it's gonna let him climb back in, but Gia's on point with his pack positioning, already out and ready for it. But no healing bunker is gonna be the big drawback of what he's doing right now. Prioritizing AT, getting timings, he's just straight up no bunkers.
Yeah. Pioneers, Grenadiers in the east. Combat engineers won't be able to last too long there. I'm really a big fan of Gia's, let's call him Gia, I agree, we'll go with it. Gia's tactical prowess ever since that really strong start from Alpern has been a sight to behold. Nothing in particular, but everything all at once. It's been really nice, smooth pushing across the map by Gia, and he's found himself in a good position. He's got the pack out. The T-70 shouldn't have too much of a shock on his army, especially when this Faust hits. Oh, and the pack hits, and the 222 comes into spot for it. Can he get the follow-up? Yes, he can. T-70 down. Gia takes a strong lead in game one.
There's a bit of a misplay there. That's...
I see in chat, by the way, Lovenest does a pog champ because he's German. And you've gone very quiet because you're Swedish.
Yeah, so. No, I don't like it as well. I'm not a fan.
Me no likey, exactly. Yeah, let's just quickly. By the way, we didn't do I should have done a way hyper introductions because I've already done a best of 5 today. But if we just load it up,
my special.
These, by the way, once they refresh, there you go. They are the updated trading cards for Alpern and Gia, and you can see their stats. It's very hard to rank Gia because his tournament history's not been that great, so we put him at 6.2, but he might outplay that. He might be the big dark horse of this event, and then we will have to re-rank him because, to be honest, he's a quantity unknown.
Yeah. I mean, the good thing about playing Soviets, sort of map and situation is, yeah, you lost the T-70, but you can come back. You can even lose a con squad and still, crawl back into the game. It's not the end of the world. Now turn. Now this is a best of 5, and he did pick the ISU commander, like was it Refero did? So I mean, he's still gonna have the option of the other KV-1 commander, Swarm, maybe some T-34-85 commanders. Right when they're coming in on the left side, but dodged by Alpern there.
Yep. Flamethrower Minesweeper combination, forcing the Grenadier out of there. Meanwhile, in the east, we've got light cover used by this Grenadier versus the heavy cover conscripts
Minor thing here, I think Gio is going to suffer from in the long run if he doesn't solve it. It's going to be the center wire. He does have the 2-2 to destroy it, and he really should be prioritizing that right now. If he gets rid of those sandbags, you know, he can push the center garrison, he can start making plays.
Get rid of him, he does. He's also got the Zisk gun firing on the MG, and the Grenadier on retreat! That could have been so much worse. Good work there. Meanwhile, in the west, Gren Pioneer 2-2 combination in operation. It seems that he's not been able to shoot that demo. Orange Pest would, to me, would indicate that he is unaware of its presence.
He may have either forgotten it or just... I looked in his line of sight and he did spot it, and he did see it 100%. So maybe he was on the tactical map instead, or just caught it just as it finished. Regardless, it's going to be there, and it's going to be a trap waiting to be sprung. Hopefully, ideally for him, it's probably going to be the MG42. And we kill Sniper in the building.
Patrons in chat. If you're an active patron of the Master League, it's now your chance to name the Scharfschützen of Nicholas. Well, Goddess and Astronaut's his real name. It's a tournament name. You can name him, and then we will give him a personality.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
That's not
No. Honestly, I'm not sure about the sniper choice. Maybe it's a tilt Alpern. Because just like me, he's not a fan of the sniper, but... I mean,
It's solid,
he's so
isn't it?
far ahead already.
Oh, yeah, well, then he'll use it to make himself even more ahead, surely. It's like, I know you're saying the Panzer IV timing might be knocked off by it, I guess, but a sniper in the right hands can do more attrition than a Panzer IV. It sounds crazy, but it's true.
Yeah, I mean, there's a saying, and by our closest approved broadcaster, you know, if you're ahead, you just get more ahead. You might just do that.
They certainly do. They are the implement of bleeding, and right now, he's got Alpern in the slaughterhouse hanging by his trotter. It's not a nice position to be in. Somebody called Peter.
I mean, this Gren squad on the right side is in a dangerous position right now. Actually... Oh, wait, there's no negative cover anymore. Also,
No,
right
yeah.
grenade.
Yeah.
The conscripts away. I haven't not played this map in a good while, so I'm a bit rusty.
Ah, you veto it every time, I believe. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not playing this map. I hate it with a passion.
Well, and fortunately for you, this is a best of 5 with 5 maps available, so you'll play 3 of them. You have the option to remove it every single time, I guess.
That's gonna happen. That's a promise. Alpern has reached the point where he can pack up now, and Gia is a bit sloppy on his resources. Not Battle Phase 2 yet, when he should be. Tier 3 should be coming up, but now it's delayed. Pioneer's a bit too far on the front lines, positioning them greatly, so now he has to retreat all the way back, or repairs 2-2, which he chooses not to.
Right, this is a big moment now. The sniper's overextended Orange Pest. He had to do that to force away the guards, and all of Alpern's units are getting back onto the field. Sniper could become vulnerable here. Grenadiers also could be vulnerable on retreat. And Gia needs to see the danger, and he's not seen it fast enough. Grenadier's really low.
He should be fine here. I don't think
What?
he's under threat.
Dude,
MG42
he
is
can
coming.
read games
And-
sometimes, Orange Pest. You just have to trust me. I know I'm ranked 500, but I can read them sometimes. MG's in peril. 2-2's watching on. Oh, so that had squad wipe written all over it, son. Would you have lost that squad?
I might be delayed, I think.
Oh yeah, we are on replay. Yeah, true. We'll
Yeah.
check in a second.
Wait, can we pause real quick?
Of course we are. Right, we're at 14 minutes.
Oh,
There's
I'm
me
10
thinking
seconds
you were a
behind, hold
fool. Where are you?
I'm 10 seconds behind. Hold on, let me catch up.
Call it out.
Now.
Right. So I'm 14-1, 14-2, 14-3.
Yep.
I thought you sounded like a proper fool then for a second, but I should have
Right.
trusted that it was the replay. My bad, Orange Pest.
No, it's hard to do replays. I don't do this often.
Yeah, it can, especially if your internet causes micro stutters and stuff, it can
yeah,
cause an issue.
it's a bit weird.
If you're wondering why we're
should
doing
be
replays, we
on
tried to
decent time
cram
now.
in 2 best of 5s today with everyone having different schedules. We don't know the result though because Alpern is feeding them us one by one. He's doing a great service for us there. He was the designated replay sender. Sniper, by the way, is on 8 kills now. Gets another good shot in on the conscripts. as Elpern's army gathers.
Honestly, like...
Oh, we did know the demo was there. We just destroyed it. There we go. Orange Pest, you were saying?
So far, yeah, this looks a bit dire for Elpern, but there's been a big critical mistake here by Gia, like extremely big. The tier 4 is now coming up, 15 minutes into the game. He has almost 200 fuel. That's enough to be understated. This Panzer 4, he could have been out around minute 13, 14.
Yeah.
It's given Elpern a way to crawl back into the game.
To be honest, he may as well have gone for double pack Brumbear at this bloody point if you're going to wait this long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got so much fuel, and it's crossroads, so he's had...
I mean, if you want to be really cheeky, right? You go P4 into command Panzer, and you just all in for it.
Yeah, now we're talking. Orange Pest, I like your script writing for today. It's been really aggressive sounding.
Also what I would do in his shoes.
That's easy to say from our perspective, but I don't doubt you, sir. Right, MG's forced off guards the same. LMG's riding high. But Elpern, actually, during all this madness, has had a decent victory point control. Speaking of which, there we go. Conscripts acting in the west to get victory points.
He did have around 600 manpower, so I mean, that's not too bad. If he wanted to be really cheeky, he could have gone for a counter sniper, but knowing Elpern, he's probably just going to try and ride the tide, so to speak, and just not deal with the sniper when he gets the opportunity to.
Yeah, I mean, we all know what Love Nest will do to him in a grand final in a GCS3 scenario now.
Alright.
Ah,
I think everyone's going to whip out the sniper again. So
including you. I know you're going to use it now.
Oh, no, me? I hate snipers, man. I don't use snipers ever.
Dude! Oh, yeah, you're joking. Okay. Very good. I know you hate them. We've already seen that you can use them, though, so it's all in this tournament, just for fans that weren't watching earlier when we analysed Orange Pest's victory from a couple of weekends ago.
I actually like this MG play. Oh well. What he could have done there is he just tanked those shells. He could have protected his snipers, suppressed that conscript, shoot, and then backpedal without having to retreat. He decides to play it safe, doesn't want to risk getting wiped, and just retreats the sniper on DMG. But still, there's like smaller things you have to keep in mind right now because he's giving Elpern room to come back, ample room, I would even say.
Yeah, certainly. His fuel timing was terrible.
I mean, this Panzer 4 is on the same, just to put it in perspective, an OKW Panzer 4 on its ideal timing comes out at this time.
Yes.
That's how late it is.
Oh, this is on retreat, and he expected the Gren to get him, but he couldn't do so. Meanwhile, Pack's been decrewed by the DP light machine guns there. That's one to watch out for.
I don't think he can capitalize on it, but still steady. T-34 is going to basically hit the field similar enough to the Panzer 4. It just shows how much that is going to influence the outcome of the game.
Soviet mine, sniper, very close to each other there. Meanwhile, the sharpshooters picking on the Maxim as we speak.
It's going to be very manpower inefficient, unfortunately. I think these models are what, like 16, 15 a model?
We have a new T-34 standing by.
T-34 hits. Gren's taken
Oh,
very...
sniper
Oh, he does it! The sniper hits the mine! Oh, no! That's a big loss for Gia. Just saw the XP kicker there, and there's his writhing body.
So
That's nicht gut.
that's just insane. Now is when you like build tier 1 to get your own sniper just to run salt in the blue. But I think that the problem here has been the Pioneer has been on the left side the entire game. And it has not swept much of the right, if at all. And so Elpern has been given time to just plant mines wherever it feels like it on the right side. I don't think he has any more of them, but that was just beautifully placed. Yeah, now he's getting another one down. And, you know, Pioneer's still just repairing and just usually going to the left side.
I can always tell when a caster's trying not to be biased, but is anyway. Beautifully placed mine, and the way he put it into the ground was amazing.
Sorry,
like
no,
a god!
like
a god!
I have to fight for my countrymen, alright?
You do, Orange Fest, you do. It's alright, it's alright. You can always tell in the caster's intonations. I've tried to drive it out. Many years of having to cast Aim Strong and Dev M and try to not sound biased. I got better. never succeeded fully though. Anyway,
I
Gren,
think it's hard to, especially in a
is.
game like this, which is like rooting for the players and not teams.
Just go the Ed 80 Hz method. Just go full on fanboy. It's what he did for Tom McCarthy. He seemed to work.
Well, I think second P4 is a good pickup here. If I was in his shoes, I think a Command Panzer 4 follow-up would be alright. Get that extra durability, and then maybe go back to the sniper. But I think Fiat helped it a little bit, if I'm honest. Now, knowing him, he'd probably be annoyed that he lost the sniper to mine. I know the experience. I think done that before.
Yeah, it hurts. How many kills did it have? Let's see if we can find
9 or 10?
Its efficiency says 173%.
That means it just paid for itself, right?
I don't think it works.
How
I
does-
mean, the
how
co
does
the
it
co stats
damage,
are
or-
just they don't work. So don't trust anything.
Yeah, Code 3 is gonna have to improve on that a little bit. I'd like to see like manpower damage inflicted and
Number of retreats would be a good one. Number of squad wipes, of course, in general, on the actual main stats. Guards forced away. T-34 is in a bit of a tricky spot here. There's a pack and a
might hit a
second
mine
Panzer
on the
4,
right side
but there's
here.
a mine. He dodges it. He's getting past everything right now. T-34 is left exposed, prioritized vehicle, engaged. We do have 18 aids as an option, but this Panzer 4 has not been damaged yet. T-34 could go down on the next salvo. He gets it.
like he can 18-8 the last P4 here, but he doesn't go for it. I think he's greeding a little bit to get the other one, but we'll see if he manages to pull it off. Gonna go into the gunfire here.
Sandbag to the rescue. Oh yes, there it is. The sandbag blocks the shot of the Zis. But there's another Zis, don't forget. So this Panzer has to be careful. He's going to get 1880. That was greedy from God is an Astronaut. Meanwhile, Grenadier wiped by the Flamer. That's an LMG drop as well. What's Gia doing?
One. Oh, that just went from a good trade to a terrible trade.
Oh, GG called by God is an Astronaut. That was like Bitcoin. It was oh so strong until it wasn't. We just had a huge market crash. Oh no.
That was a bit of a mentality drop, I think, as well, to be honest. But if we're quick about this, we can jump into the next game, right? Immediately. Catch them live.
There's a slow motion for you. Yes, we can indeed. Let's see if we can do it. GG. We were just saying the psychology of the mine hitting the sniper. I think it just chucked him off his game. He made some dodgy decisions there.
He had a flank coming in from the right side that would have won him the game too, but didn't micro it well enough.
Alright, I'm going to send you the invite ASAP. What's your name? Orange Pest. There we go. Custom games, sort by viewers. Hopefully... Oh, I can't see it, damn. No one's watching it, I doubt that. I'm going to skip through the pages really quick, look for it. Might be over then if that's the case. We might have just missed it, which would be a shame. They did start about half an hour before the stream did, regrettably. Can you see Orange Best? Are you helping me flick
I'm
through these
looking
pages?
through right now.
Yeah, good man, good man. Good work, sir. I cannot see it.
But yeah, they just posted the replay.
Oh, did they? Okay, fair enough. Well, we tried, we failed. Let's see if we can get them in game 3. Maybe game 3 will be a bit longer. Okay. Let's load it in then. You have to load out the, you know, don't you? You have to load out the game and load back in to let it show. Unfortunately. Oh. Be funny if we accidentally just watched game 2. But I don't think we did. Good. Right, there we go. Done it this time. All right then, chat. What do we think about that game? Do we think it showed as much about how this series is going to go, other than the fact that obviously Elpern's winning? But did he look a step ahead of Gia, or was Gia just unlucky? Premature push. Okay. I do, Sebrich. I prioritize visual acuity over looking good these days, because my contacts have always been a step below my glasses in terms of what I can see. So I just make a calculated decision.
Alright, I'm on 5 seconds. By the way, Gia in his roster has one of the vetoed commanders.
Oh, let's hope he doesn't work. Use it.
It'd be kind of funny.
Would be. Will be so much easier to do this when we're live, obviously. It's one of the best benefits of having the players there with you, is you can... other than when Dev managed to bug splat on an ESL computer, that was not a benefit.
Does he not restart his games?
He does.
Oh.
It's like some weird... it wasn't actually a bug splat, it was some weird other thing that happened. 2007, though, so Code 2 was very different back then. Right then, let's do this.
This time?
Here we go. We're in game 2. We're looking at Gia, who had a great start, but a horrific end to game 1. He has locked in God Rifle Combined Arms Tactics. And who's he up against? Orange Pest, someone you've ever heard of?
Well, he's a famous Swedish StarCraft 2 professional. Transferring over just fresh from Korea.
Oh,
it's
wow.
Elpern.
None of those things were true. Of
Those
course,
all lies.
It is true.
Forgot to update the score, by the way.
I've done it. I've already done it.
Did it?
I've done it. Watching on Twitch and on your main screen, Orange Pest. That's amazing. You've got double vision of this cast.
I got triple right now.
Whoa, triple vision. Oh my, this guy, he absolutely knows what he's doing, allegedly. Alright, Elpern's doctrines available to him. Festung, Blitzkrieg, or Mobile Defense.
Mobile Defense is that's something Gibber and Elpern play, right? Like, I think I saw a game where Elpern got Game of Lumnus doing that. That's like Catrax and Kumas. But I think on this map, it's not great. But for his other choices, I really like Blitzkrieg here. Recon, Stukas, having the command tank, obviously. And Festung, classic, hold on, just amazing to have. Yeah. And the P4J, that's the medium you have access to as Germans, so...
Yeah, it's part of the Commander revamp that got introduced to this one, and it's surprisingly not seen as often as it could be, this Commander, in tournaments. See it a couple of times
I think the problem ultimately ends up being what you get is kind of inferior to what you're up against.
Yeah.
Like, the P4J still has to tangle with the 85, and we know how that fight goes most of the time. So Diaz already made it a great play, doing exactly what I mentioned Elpern should have done in the first game. Pushes that truck immediately, and now that fuel is completely contested, and now he can't really take it back.
No, that's true, and that's exactly what Orange Pest would have done. Gia of Germany, God is a national, for some reason playing as the name Niklas in this one. I've told him maybe for game 3 we'll have his real name. Grenadiers trying to hold on here, but what for? What's the point? There they go, back to base. Meanwhile, in the east, Elpern's making gains over there for that fuel. Conscript's back behind the crane.
Pioneers jumping on top of the combat engineers, but Flamer pops just in time. MG42 flying combat engineers. Gonna get away with it too. Situation is looking pretty bad for Elpern, but Conscript overextending a little bit.
I'm really liking this pressure applied by the combat engineers, mauling an MG, but finally get hurt by it and forced off. Meanwhile, in the west, that flamethrower is causing havoc.
Alpin on the left side to be pushing into the field to just buy as much time as possible, but decides not to.
Stop the cap for a few seconds there, trading manpower for oil, which is a tactic used by many countries.
Great many countries.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Alright then. Getting the package in base, we got the healing up as well.
I'm not really liking Elfman's position right now. I feel like he's been overextended a little bit. Like the MG's already okay. Gia pulls back the combat engineers when he didn't have to. That's gonna give Elpern a bit of stability there. But it's a question: can this MG and Gran hold off two conscripts and a pioneer or combat engineer with a sweeper a bit early? Why did he go for that?
Well, the combat engineer early, I don't know, because it
no,
makes no
the
sense.
sweeper upgrade.
Yeah, but there's been no mines.
Yeah, there's nothing too sweet.
There won't have been any mines ever by, you know, Wehrmacht this early, because they want to focus on getting LMGs first, of which one's popping right now on screen. So yeah, it doesn't make any sense, because also you want to get experience for your combat engineers, and the only way you can do that is by shooting people.
There's also another problem. What's he gonna sweep?
That's the...
Like tellers, but nothing threatens tellers.
Yeah.
S-mines, but you already see the S-mines. You can just do that reactively. It's a bit of a misplay.
I think so. Only small. Right, in the
The
central
long
garrison
term, and
versus
it's
the
one
grenadier.
less mine overall, but...
The central garrison here tangoing with the grenadiers. Conscripts come in from the flank. We've got a triple cap for Elpern temporarily, and he did decap Gia's fuel. Grenadiers forced off now, and the likes mechanized comes up in base.
Elpern has been allowed to reinforce his position quite well, but overextension might cost him a bit here. Pushing a bit too aggressively the Grenadier squad on the left side. But I don't know if Ediscron is just going to be forced off, and now the left side is going to be completely exposed. But 2-2-2, bit late on the timing, but still fast enough. And Gia making the same mistake he did last game. Tech is not on point. Although it's excellent sandbag on the right side there.
Let's have a look at this excellent sandbag hype. Oh my lord, what a bag. That's beautiful, Orange Pest. Well said. Tell us everything you can get about this sandbag and why it's so good.
Well, it completely blocks the entrance of the base. So if you have like a machine gun sitting there, something like someone like Kimball would do, you just place like an MG42 or a Dishk or a Maxim there and you can't get out. It's trapped. Now, this exit has been completely locked off. There's no point in pushing this anymore. You cannot effectively trade well here.
I'm gonna just stop investing in anything that isn't Soviet sandbags at this point. Thank you for the advertisement, Orange Pest. You've basically converted many players in chat now are going to be abusing sandbags every game. Lovely. Great, what a great effect you've had on the player pool, Orange Pest.
Yeah, I know. I love sandbags. It's so good.
Right. Okay, here we go. Conscript's being forced off by double LMG. We've got 2-2 pushing down the western side. Elpern's fighting back.
He should be getting his sweepers out now, but goes for a 4th Gren. I would say that's greedy, and the reason this is greedy is if Gia had been on point, which this time he wasn't, and going half-back is also a mistake. But if he had been on point, best hack should have been on the field instead of this Grand Squad, because what ends up happening is you could get caught up completely off guard, maybe hits a mine or gets snagged or something, and then the T-70 would just roll up and just destroy you immediately. But this is not the ideal scenario for Gia. Maybe Elpern sensed like a bit of weakness, or just knows the tech isn't there.
Or is he playing possum? For the upgrade, here it comes, the anti-air package, the Krautmower, the quad mount. Several massive machine guns tied up in a bundle. It's going to be pretty vicious.
There's going to be no defense against it. The 2-2 can skirmish with it, but it can't beat it. And so you end up in this really awkward position. And this MG might be in peril.
Yeah, could indeed be in a spot of bother. Conscripts move in, and there it is. About to upgrade around about now. Alpern anticipates it with a hasty retreat.
The sector has been cut off.
Well, we're back out now. No late than never.
Ready for action.
What
the
a combo.
guards.
Yeah, Gia's army's just increased in velocity of damage so much. He's got the DP light machine gun soon, but of course he's got the anti-air package, so he's going to have to wait.
Yeah, but with this fuel, muni income, I mean, it's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, should be okay. Pack's going to the eastern side. He's trying to bait it in with the 222 for now. A package is just going to go and maraud around the field.
I feel like the way Alpern is moving right now is a bit sloppy. Not a fan of this, to be honest. Also, treating everything on the right is cool and all, but it's not a fuel you can naturally hold, and the quad will just eat you alive in this play.
Talking of which, it does that right now, and the pack misses. Quad's already nearly at vet 1 for overdrive ability, should he want it. 222 can't hurt the combat engineer on retreat. Meanwhile, we've got capping in the centre from Gia. We also have, he's held out in the west for as long as he could on that fuel point, which was a while.
This is like, the pack is now all the way nowhere land, right? The Mower can just do what it wants.
Ready to make use of light cover. They aren't able to get the Faust off though, and they are now going to get suppressed.
I want to point out on the right side, if a Grand Model goes down, he might hit the mine. Okay, back pedals. Would have been really
Very
nasty.
close. Yeah, it could have been well spotted. OP. Conscripts don't want a tango there, and then instead they run into an MG. Alpern's getting a second MG, which will really help him back into this early to mid game.
We're reaching that's reaching a point where they're both equal now, but for a few moments there, I think Alpern looked really shaky and is about to hit the mine now on the right side. Thankfully, with the 3 model Grand.
Just got a new Grenadier voice line. This is how I die. I heard that one before. Very philosophical.
So many voice lines you just never hear.
I know, it's amazing. Mostly death ones. M5 hit once. And the 222 comes in for the kill. Well played by Alpern.
Another vehicle has been lost in the defense of the Rodina.
Right side, left side, I mean, the MG42 though is in a bit of trouble there. In green cover. And so is the central MG.
Yep, 2 retreats of MGs means that despite losing his M5 or redesignated M17, he'll be able to control the map. Because look in the top right of your screen, look at the low health on all of Alpern's forces. He's going to be forced off for the time being. Oh God, what are you doing? They have to pick up all the weapons. This one guy's going to have to run back to base with pretty much everything soon. He's carrying so much. He's so over-encumbered. And the 222 nearly gets the kill on them. Conscripts save the day, threatening an 18-aid there.
We should see Alpern on point with his tech. Immediately got battle phase 2 when he has fuel. I know that's how we know he's in form.
Ricky Rifle, that card's playing Road to Tarkov. It certainly seems like it. It's just too busy looting.
His buddy got the kill, and now he's just running around looting everything.
It's not called Road to Tarkov, is it? That's Road to
Escape from
Tarkov.
Tarkov.
That's it, Escape from Tarkov.
Yeah, I used to play that game quite a bit.
I think a lot of people did.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
I love when I get references wrong. Makes me happy.
Right side conscripts going to be forced off, and that sandbag once again going to be a menace, but 222 is having none of it.
Yep, 222's doing good work, moving around the... It's always when it needs to be there, notably when it killed the M5, but it's been do some good operations. I think chat has what I like to call crossroads syndrome. They're reserving their energy because they know how long this game could go, but with how the players have been playing and how messy it's been and how good it's been at some points, it could be a lot shorter than that.
Yeah. I'm wondering what Alpen's commander trust is gonna be here. I'm starting to lean towards fully testing armor. Oh, Gia going for a pretty bold play though. Look at his base.
Gia's going for a what?
He's going for a bold play.
How?
Look, there's a sniper in production.
Oh, again. Very bold. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all.
Backpacking into sniper. He's really trying to kill Beltron, I feel like.
He's not going to step on a mine, hopefully, this time. Or very hopefully,
Well,
if you're
saying,
Alpen.
the only thing he can really step on is like a teller at this point.
Very true, very true.
I mean, the flaw with doing this, though, I don't think he can just get his own counter sniper with ease. I mean, it's not the end of the world.
He's not going to do that, though, is he?
We are losing territory.
Who knows? Maybe, you know, he'll adapt.
Big doubt. Yeah, Christopher Bunn says, why sniper? Why not get a tank? You preaching to the converted, mate.
It's mental damage.
Oh. Psychological warfare with this little waddler.
There's no unit that pisses people off more than a sniper. It's such a frustrating thing to go up against.
Sniper missed, however, there.
Maybe strike a bit too much.
GRIAA or Gia or Nick Lass, for some reason, as labelled in this game, really needs to bunker down in this bottom east of the map now and let the sniper go to work. He needs to let Alpen come to him and then shoot his head off.
I mean, every time the sniper shoots, immediately just drops a model. And it's just so much of the firepower of the Gren squad just goes away immediately.
Yeah. Won't if the 222 gets hold of him, though. Meanwhile, Zisk finds a shot.
We are losing a sector.
One really feels in control. How is him right now with how far ahead he is, I would say. Testing armor right now. Yep. That P4J out, he's so far ahead he doesn't really need the normal P4. And to be honest, the normal P4 is more of like a unit you get because you have to, not because it's necessarily better.
Welcome, Doppelfate, to your first Co2 tourney experience. This is a quarter-final leading to a live tournament next weekend in Denmark. You're looking at a German player, Gia, versus Alpen from Sweden. And I'm casting with the number 3 seed. Or number 2 seed, actually. Sorry,
Really?
Orange Pest.
Wow.
Yeah, number 2, my bad. A seeded player in the tournament, Orange Pest, also from Sweden. Rifle nade into the house. 222 goes in again for the sniper, just keeping its health damaged and off the front lines.
He's gonna be bold this time, he doesn't care. He's still gonna rush forward. If he had a bit too far for something.
Yeah, could be. He's also got access to the Sturmovik strafing run now.
Yeah, strike can be a real menace if you in position even once.
The enemy still has 300 points.
Here it comes. On the left side, the MP42 is being targeted.
Ooh, decent health damage where the Mosin Nagant's at, so they could clear him here. Need some good shots of their own. 222 again comes into the rescue. Alpen's been so good at clearing up messes with that scout car. Meanwhile,
Really
in the
been on
east,
point. His movement is always trying to stop the progression. And now with 2 sets guns, his movement is going to be extremely limited.
right, it's the Panzer IV Alf J variant onto the field very shortly. Meanwhile, Sniper takes a shot in the centre at the Grens in the garrison.
The sector has been cut off.
Trying to cap at 6 there is a bit desperate, but he's doing fine now, I think. Not in a dying position, I would say. Although his sniper nearly was.
What is Gia doing with his fuel? He's got so much of it. Has he got? He's got mechanized. He hasn't got mechanized armor componator up yet either. So he's further and further away from a tank at this point.
It's looking bad, but I mean, Soviet students are coming back into these situations.
This is Crossroads working as anticipated. The players are more inclined to push the victory points when they're a little bit further away from the centre. Meanwhile, Grenade versus conscripts behind the Casbah there, forcing them off. The Panzerfall goes straight into a Ziscon. And straight past it, there's a mine waiting. I hope he's not going to roll into it. Zis has to get over the mine. Maybe it'll get hurt by its own ordnance.
It's looking... It's not diving in too hard, so not too bad.
Cheeky S mine patch here, just on the narrow funnel of the centre. Here comes Mechanized, being built as we speak. Sniper now claims his 10th kill. If you're a patron of the Master League, you're allowed to name the sniper. First one to pipe up and name him gets to call him whatever you desire. You don't have to call him whatever you desire, literally. I mean, any name you desire. Sounds like a horse if you did that. Ivan, K-Pen says. Ivan, that's a good name. I'm sure that might be a voice line as well. Anyway, we got Vet 3 conscripts. Don't think that gives them any accuracy buffs, does it? But they're on the retreat path of these grenadiers. And they're hurting them all the while. And the ghost sandbag does nothing.
God, sandbag position. And second P4 is gonna come. Oh, he's got the tier 4 actually. Okay.
Yeah. Oh! Wait, the German player has. He's getting Battle Phase 2, is he?
Yeah, I don't. 3. But
3, yes, indeed. That's what I meant. Battle Phase 3 is coming up to F4 soon,
I guess
possibly.
he's doing it to get the more manpower efficient rating. I mean, this sniper is actually like kind of brought Gia back into the game.
Certainly
Trying to
has.
say,
Needs to be
but-
careful of the S-mines. Combat engineers do the job for them. Sniper nopes out of the situation. 222 pushes in. He pops Panzer Tactician smoke, and the combat engineer immolates.
Yikes.
Drives into the situation. Guards are in a house. Can he crush the building? He goes for the crush. So little health remaining. GS not seen it. He's too busy in tac map. He loses an entire guard squad. That's one of the disadvantages of one of the best mechanics in the game. You can't see garrisons easily. And GS taps out, throws in the towel. Oh no.
Well, comeback game 3, right?
It's gotta be. It's simply gotta be.
Chunky game. Alright.
Oh yeah. I
Here
love
we
it.
go. The fat crocodile blocking the way. In the south, we got Gia blocking the classic Wehrmacht opening, already deviating from the standard capping order though, going south immediately. Normally, you would go for this point with the Pioneer, or straight for the fuel, sandbag right there, wire neck, because if he tries pushing you, the sandbag will be finished.
Amazing timing. Orange Pest, it's almost like you're a player, not just a caster. That's fantastic stuff. Alpern's USF on Faymanville. USF Faymanville is probably one of the better faction map dynamics in competitive Company of Heroes.
Certainly is, and I'm really liking his early wire play, already capitalizing on Gia's minor, well, his deviation, I would say. I mean, he's prioritizing more or less center-south over north, and it's gonna give Alpern a good advantage here, but does lose the left side fuel because of it. And MG's already in position for these rifles. See if he can side of it. Doesn't look
Yeah,
like
well,
he's
it
pushing
used
in.
to be the classic Faymanville fuel dynamic for Wehrmacht was southwest, but with multiple revamps to the map, it has shifted. And it's only 2 rifles than Alpern so far. What's happening to his manpower economy?
Maybe he's gonna go mechanized straight for that lieutenant. Yep. Following up with the assault cavalry rifleman, which would be interesting. I mean, assault units traditionally in the current meta not doing too well.
Not overly so, but you can make them work if you're very map aware and you make use of the map's best features that allow for close quarter combat. Talking of which, MP40s should win this, especially with MG support if it rotates in time. The rifle's going to stay right there, though, because that's the best place to be for now.
Yeah, it's still shifted to lock down the fuel. Brands are watching here. Doesn't see anything, so he walks back. Engages the rifles here. 2 Brands against 1 rifle. Long range. Not going to trade well. He's just going to have to back off here if he wants any sort of efficiency.
Yeah, heavy cover's a wonderful drug, though, so he should be alright. There's only light on one of them. It's third. He's gone for a 3rd rifle after all that. Lieutenant and 3rd rifle pop at the same time. MG's cone of fire. I just remembered I'm 3 or 4 seconds behind. He's going to force that away. Grenz will come in to protect.
Yeah, and they force him away. I'm assuming he wanted the... This is just weird. I think Alpine just made a mistake there. If he wanted that early Lieutenant, I guess he wants the DPS. So I think it was just a misplay. Maybe he forgot the 3rd rifle. Because otherwise he would have immediately unlocked the mechanized post and then go straight for the M20, but does not do that. Pioneers are rotating northwards, taking back some patrol. One thing to know is VP and Muni have not been able to be capped because of the sheer amount of pressure. Now a good flank coming in from the rear echelon. Gonna put pressure on the cap point.
Yeah, really good pressure. And the MG is very low health, don't forget. So this is a house of cards that's very dangerously poised.
Yeah, this position is... These Grants could be in peril, but fortunately for him, or maybe he knows, all the rifles are back in base, RE DPS, not very good. They probably won't lose anything, but making a lot of bad trades. Early M20, I think that's better than... Oh, that is probably the best possible time you can actually have for it.
Yeah, a couple of minutes before Stuart as well. It's going to have good shock impact. We've had the... By the way, the victory point has been keeping that fuel in line from at the moment, so that's why the Grens are very... They want to... Yeah, exactly. They want to keep... Oh no! Oh no! He wanted it because it kept his fuel intact, but he ended up losing a whole squad because of it. Oh, that's dangerous.
And he GG's out.
Oh, Gia! Oh, son, that's not good. Oh, you got a battle for 5th place still to play for in GCS3 starting on Saturday. Let's hope your fighting spirit is a little bit stronger in the battle for 5th place.
I mean, I mentioned this mentality there being a bit of an issue.
Yeah, you did say that. We weren't aware of him as a tournament player at the highest level, but he did originally attend GCS with the idea of eating barbecue food and drinking beer. And also he's a map hacker, that's why it was sync error, so no loss really.
He's an actual pro. Losing to a non-map hacker while being a map hacker. Okay. Well,
but everybody, if you're looking forward to GCS3, it's next Saturday, starting from 2 PM CEST, because we're in Europe. So look forward to that.
I certainly am.
Me too. Beer, food, company heroes, people. In that order.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Right. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Some of the hosts.
Yeah, fair enough.
You don't want to stream, do you?
Not particularly. I am going to update the brackets now, guys, so I will put a link to them now so you can watch along with me. And we'll just get it.
I have no fear of Alpine. Don't worry. He's never beaten me in a tournament before.
Oh, fighting talk. I love it. Wouldn't expect anything else.
101st.
Good choice.
I like him.
He's probably way ahead of our stream today, I imagine. So I just put Refero through by accident. Also, we get to put. I tell you what, the battle for 5th place would be quite exciting. I feel.
Yeah,
Helpinghans versus Refero and Dutchman versus Gia, and no seeding upsets in the entirety of GCS3 so far. I just realised.
Yeah. All right. I'm rating now.
All right, dude. Thanks so much for today.
Everyone.
Appreciate it.
There we go.
Lovely.